overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed, the bucks and track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. We lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might be more Power Ranger. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give it that.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. To the air to open this one up. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And you're one of the go-to guys on your team. I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this has got to take advantage.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Second and 10.
19 tight. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Milton. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Falcon first down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. First and 10. Williams in motion. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready up. Dragon 60. Go. Ready.
Looking out of the gun is Milton. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flott. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. Room to run at the 30, and he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Off the play fake. Jackson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Myles Garrett getting into drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey. Touch.
3rd and long for Jackson. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Mixon. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
180. Go with him. 180. Nice shot.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
Now we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing Jackson. Forced out wide. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Jackson now. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Myles Garrett. He's going to need to be accounted for more going forward. Already his second sack on this opening possession. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Change it. That's hot. Hey.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught to the goal line and in. Xavier Leggett, touchdown Ravens. That touchdown gives them 18 on the season. Passes pitch is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
7.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Milton. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Here we go. Stick the Eagles.
Looking to throw. It's Milton. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10.
That's all 80. 79 Broncos.
Throwing is Milton. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They'll come up here first and 10. On play action, here's Milton. This one complete to Washington. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand, get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
That's quickly out. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
49-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson out to his right. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on. Hey.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's going to go up top here for McBride. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Report!
On 3rd down, Jackson. A short one here, caught by McBride. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
I know, I'm biased, but listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
DC ready?
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
13. You at X. Sit up.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2nd down. Jackson hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Ready? Sit up! Hey! Middle. No, we changed it. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he stops at 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready, set.
On 1st down, here's Milton. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down.
Here we go. Set.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, here's Milton. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now a timeout. Finally, that's their first, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Milton. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Brings up third down.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Set to go now on first and 10.
Step 50, step 50. Here we go, here we go.
Looking out of the gun is Milton. Moving to his right. That is hard. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the
Pass to 11,
20-yard line.
pass to 80.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number one.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Milton going to look to throw it again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Cougar 19.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on third and 5.
19 Lions. Pioneer. Steady.
To the air once more is Milton. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's the left side, hauled in by Lee Getson. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Open man downfield is Lee Getson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, report.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That's to the right side, up by McBride. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big one for the Ravens. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Sit on. 180. Hey. Go ahead. Sit on.
On the option, they get it to Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Go. Hey, Ozzy, sit on. 180. Sit on.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Quick. Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Let's go now. Liking 18.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Milton. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. This one straight ahead for Etienne. And he'll get past the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. On the play fake, it's Milton. This one complete to Washington.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here we go.
That's Washington, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Milton. That's swung out to Etienne. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
He connects with the open man. That's Myers. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
They've talked about the locker room at the halftime break. Seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Throwing again is Milton. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Atlanta. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Falcons are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
20-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. Gonna mark him down just shy of the 40. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
What? Larry! Yo.
Now, Jackson. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. He is having one heck of a night. His 3rd sack of the game.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
No, we changed it. For him. Go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. First to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Right side and brought in by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll drop this for ETN. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Hey, come on, come on. Hey.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown Atlanta. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Falcons make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux, and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. People diabetic.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Davis. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning as they line up for first and 10. Over the middle, he's got Miguel. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
That's another Baltimore first down.
On first and 10, Jackson. Rolling right. He'll tuck it and take off. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. We changed it. Hey, middle. No, we changed it. Hey, shot. We changed it. Middle. What ready? What shot?
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He'll run again. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Here is first and goal.
Hey, Ozzy. Go. Report. 13. Yeah. Go right here. Sit up.
Now Jackson, this a designed run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
Sit up.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. For the lead, here is third and goal. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's first down. From the gun, here's Milton. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's first and 10. ETN, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Another try, second and 10. And out of the gun is Milton. That's complete to ETN. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Try and throw with Milton. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
First down, Atlanta.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Milton. To the right side. Hauled in by Myers.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Maverick. Trap 60. 19 tight.
Milton going to look to throw it again. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Ravens are right back in this one.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.